Hey, welcome to the check-in. This is a different video where I just check in, updates on running, my training, these YouTube videos, and life in general. Let's start with some running. Today is Sunday, yesterday was Saturday, I ran a race, Hot Fudge 5K in Burton, Michigan. Ran it with two of my friends, Steven and David. They're here in the same town as me. We like to run. Steven's really fast. David's a little bit behind me, but we all enjoy running together. We call ourselves the Blue Dot Run Club because we are three blue dots in a mostly red, small conservative town. Always interesting. So we have been doing this thing. Well, lots of us have. The Running Channel is a YouTube channel. You should probably subscribe if you haven't. Listen to the podcast. They're fantastic. Hi, Rick, Sarah, and Andy, and the crew. They have a thing where it's pledge a 5K challenge, and you can pick your 5K goal, and you have to get it done by the end of February and try to meet it. So all three of us put in our 5K goals, and then all of us didn't really have the training we anticipated or hoped for. I blame single-digit winter, but we had a lot of fun. My goal was 21:59. My fastest adult 5K was last November. I did 22:23 at the Riverside Turkey Trot 5K. That one was 1 week after I ran a marathon, and then I kind of really haven't done much training since. I have done a couple weeks of good marathon training. More on that in a little bit. But Hot Fudge 5K. So Steven did not get his goal time, was like 18:30. He got 18:50 something, but he got first place. Way to go, Steven. David, his goal was 24:50. I don't know why he picked 24:50 because he came in 24:59. In his mind, his goal was to go sub 25, and he did it. And my goal was 21:59. I came in at 21:29, crushing that PB. So that was exciting to go in with not really much intentional 5K training and still have the fitness to pull off my fastest time. I got fifth place overall, small race, 150 racers total, and I got this mug. This was what I got for winning my age group. I was the 30 seconds behind the Masters first place, which would have been cool, but I didn't have those 30 seconds in me, so I'll stick with this one. Oh, the other thing that happened on this run, aside from getting a great time, maybe I should have led with this. I was adjusting my glasses like 400 miles in. They were coming down, pushed them up, and I bumped the lens, and the lens fell out, tumbled to the ground. And so I'm like, what do I do? Do I leave it and get all the way back? It's like an out and back thing. That's probably not a good idea with 150 people behind me to trample on it. So I quick stop, go back, reach down and pick it up, almost get knocked over by two people, and then take off running again. So I had a slight delay that maybe was not ideal. Note to self, don't wear these wire-framed lenses can pop out glasses when I'm running. But it was a lot of fun. It was a great race. The Hot Fudge 5K lived up to its name. They had Hot Fudge Sundays at the finish line, well, back inside the high school near the finish line, and lots of good stuff. They had chili. I didn't eat it because I'm a vegetarian. And they had strawberries you could dip in chocolate. It was really great. Me and David and Steven went out to get brunch afterwards as well. So it was a good day. That was the latest running. Training, training usually precedes racing and stuff. I am just finishing 3 weeks of marathon training today. Week 1, crushed it. Did so good. Week 2, stayed on top of it all. Missed one run, but still phenomenal. Got my long runs in, getting up to some good mileage. This week 3, kid homesick 2 days. There goes my morning runs. Early morning meeting, and just lots of work to get ahead on because the family's going on a family trip in a couple of weeks. So training is not going phenomenal. We're coming up on week 4, and I'm not sure how this week's going to go either. We have kids home from school some of the week, so that's always a thing to juggle and manage, and it just takes managing my running differently alongside life and work and all the things. So I don't know what to expect for this week, and then the week after that, we're on a trip. I'll bring my running stuff and run a few times, but don't anticipate a ton of running. I intentionally made that one a 0 mileage expectation week. But we'll see. We'll see. The big thing I'm taking away from all this, failure to hit my training block goals is that's okay. I'm not a professional athlete training for my livelihood and my profession. I have more in life than just running. Running fits into my life. My life doesn't fit into running. And I think it's a good practice to flex with your plans. Making a plan is great, but if you're so rigid that you can't even have any go with the flow flexibility when life happens, that's going to be a problem in all of life, not just training for marathons and things. I mean, really, if you're so rigid, it's going to just snap. But if it has a little bit of give to it, It's gonna go with the bumps, and that's the point. Let's bring this to snowboarding. I'm learning to snowboard. It's my other new favorite thing. This is still a running channel, don't worry. You have to bend your knees when you snowboard. That's kind of essential because it just helps with your balance, but it also helps with the give, with the bumps and the things. And if you're standing up straight and rigid, you're gonna tip over a lot. So if your attitude towards goals and plans is standing up straight rigid on a snowboard, you're gonna fall over and crash and have a horrible time. But if you can flex and bend and go with the flow, you're probably gonna have a great time. You're probably still gonna fall, because I definitely still do, but you're gonna have a great time. All right, snowboarding analogy, that was fun. Other things, these YouTube videos, how are they going? Well, they're going. Here we are, another Sunday. This is not the typical Sermon on the Run video, which I actually filmed.
The season of Lent is not about giving something up, but the season of Lent is about learning to pay attention.
But I just haven't had time to edit because last week was not the week I anticipated with sick kids and whatnot. So that'll come next Sunday. I'll get that prepped this week. And the Thursday ones have been a lot of fun with the Bible study stuff. This is the whole Bible. It's interesting for me as an experiment just to see two different types of content. How does it stick to the internet? For me, it's fun. I like the making of the stuff the most. You all watching the stuff is just bonus. Like this video. Is anyone even watching this point? If you're still watching at this point, say Hot Fudge 5K. Oh, that's not a medal. That's my clerical collar. Hot Fudge 5K. Put that in the chat below. Hot Fudge 5K. And that'll let us know that you are still watching at this point in the recording. Way to go, you. So yeah, YouTube videos are going great. I'm having fun there. It's really an experiment to see what happens if I'm intentional about making this kind of content in this kind of space. I'd love your feedback. You can do that too if you're still watching. What do you think of the stuff I'm making? How's that been for your experience? Because if you're watching this far, you're a regular. Hey, good to see you. And lastly, just life in general. Yeah, we have a big family trip coming up. We'll have a lot of fun as a family going to where it's warm, and that really just means life is crunched getting there because things still have to get done when you go away, so you get things done in advance so they can be ready to go. But it's good in general. I mean, the world is the world, which is not always good, but I'm finding ways to be present in the midst of it. One of my gigs in life is we've developed an online community called The Commons, which is for kind of progressive individuals of faith to find connection and have community of practice around the work we're called to do. If you're interested in that, gather at thecommons.com. That's incredibly meaningful right now in the midst of the worlding. And for me, it's, I got these two young boys, a almost 4-year-old and a 5.5-year-old. And so every day there are things that just amaze me with them. So I just want to slow down and notice every single thing I can. That's a good lesson for all of life too. So there's the check-in. I'm going to keep finishing some coffee from my first place in the 40 to 45-year-old division 5K race. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.